Hello, this is Trevor7, creator of HowToTelekinesis.com and student of AvatarEnergyMaster.com. Okay, so I stuck some highlights at the beginning here so you guys can see kind of what you're in for and make up your mind whether or not you want to watch this. And I'll kind of explain how I discovered this and what I'm doing here. Okay, so I found this feather and I was messing around with levitation, and I found a technique where so I saw some people, they kind of hold it in their hand slightly above their head, and they give it a little puff of air and then use their chi to try to keep the air. They were using fluff, but I'm using the feather, trying to use their chi to keep it up in the air, start learning levitation. And I kept dropping it, and I discovered that when I was reaching to grab the falling feather, you know, it kind of falls erratically side to side, and when I reached to grab it, I noticed it was sucking towards my hand, kind of, and I started catching it. Like every time it fell, I would catch it just by reaching for it, and I saw it moving unnaturally. So I started messing around with this little snatch and grab technique, and I coined the phrase chi blast here just for the sake of having something to call it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing here, but and I know you guys, or some people are going to say, oh, this is all air and everything. Please, I ask you to grab a feather and give it a shot, and let me know if it is all just air, because it seems to be a little bit more than air. But what I think I'm doing is using aerokinesis and attaching some intentions to it. But anyway, I felt it was worthy of some practice and experiment, so I did a little chi blast practice and I recorded it for you. So I hope you enjoy this. And like I said, if you think you can do this without any use of telekinesis, please give it a shot and shoot me some feedback and let me know, because I'd be interested to know if it can be done without the use of telekinesis, or psychokinesis, or aerokinesis, or featherkinesis, whatever you want to call it. By the way, the leaning back and the stupid expression on your face is optional. I'm sure you probably don't have to do that part. But in essence, what I'm doing is trying to like grab the air that's behind and underneath the feather. It's a little different approach than anything I've done so far telekinetically. Rather than focusing primarily on the target, I'm actually focusing on the air. Like I said, trying to just pull the air that's underneath the feather and make the feather come to me naturally. So give it a shot, guys. It's kind of fun, actually. It's a neat little thing, and I've noticed this before just in ordinary life when I go to drop something. A lot of times if I reach for it with a lot of intention or urgency, like it's a glass it's going to break or something, a lot of times I'll notice that it kind of pulls towards my hand a little bit. So this is something I'm going to explore, and when I really get it mapped out and get it down consistently, I'll do some sort of a tutorial and try to share this with other people and see if you guys can do it. But here, there's a part coming up here I want you to watch real closely here. You can tell that this isn't air here towards the end. You can see I got real close. Now watch. Whoa, did you see that? That's a pull there. So there's clearly something a little more than just air current doing this. But like I said, I haven't really got it completely figured out yet. But what I think it is it's a variation on several different techniques. Aerokinesis, natural physics, the air from your hand motion, and then attaching your intentions to the motion and the movement. So might be something to practice with. I mean, and another thing, a lot of this waving around, see how I kind of wave around and get it moving a little bit before I actually do the attack sometimes, get some motion. Addressing a stagnant target, something that's just sitting there dead still staring you in the face, much like a blank page does a writer, gets a little intimidating and frustrating. So whenever you can get a little bit of natural motion started, and then use your telekinesis to influence the motion that's already taking place, it's a little bit easier. So I incorporated that a little bit into it too, kind of get the feather moving a little bit, and then use the chi blast with the intentions and focus on pulling the air towards me. So like I said, it's just something I'm working out, and I wanted to toss it out there, and maybe you guys can mess around with this a little bit and shoot me some feedback, and we can come up with a new approach for telekinesis. All right, this is Trevor7, creator of HowToTelekinesis.com and student of AvatarEnergyMaster.com. I thank you for watching, Good day, God bless, and namaste.